So just in case you did not know, let me say it one more time. Some of you are just joining. So like I said, ClickUp is what is a project management software company that provides an all-in-one what platform to improve workspace efficiency, then also improve what collaboration. So some of you now you can come here and do what? You can come and say, okay, what is ClickUp used for? You say ClickUp is a what? It's a big digital notebook where you and your team can what keep track of everything you are working on. Okay, you can chat, you can do a lot of, you can even have meetings with your Clickup account. That is how interesting your Clickup account is. Okay, so today we are going to start exploring it, and to do that, I want to start from here. I'll go to clickup.com, and I click on that now. It's going to come up. Clickup is already up, and this is where we're going to start our journey. Okay, our journey begins from here now. So like I've always maintained, it's either you click here or you click here. So you can do what? You can click on sign up. And here now, are you seeing it says what? It says start using ClickUp in seconds, blah blah. Enter your work email. Bara 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 bara. Is that what we're going to do here? As for me, I will just enter my words. I will just enter my email. So let's see if it's going to work. Of course, it's going to work. Ours is to what? It's just enter our email address and then we can now what? We can now continue. So now it says what? It says seconds to sign up. But me, I feel like signing up with my Google account, right? Because that one is the one that we can actually what rely on. So let me just click on what continue with Google account, and I'm going to select the account here as this one, and then I'll click on continue. And what's next? It's going to take me to my what to create my account properly. Yeah, we are now here. So we say, what would you like to use ClickUp for? Me, I want to say personal. Anyone here can work. Click on personal. What would you like to manage? I would say you can say okay, maybe construction or operations or whatever. Anything here works. Okay, so I can just say order. Okay, I can say order because if I should say search engine now, no, please I be done. Let me just say construction. Okay, construction. And I can now say what next. They say invite people to your work to your workspace. Who do you want to invite? I don't want to invite anybody. I'll click on what I'm done. Now it's asking me, do you use any of these tools? My answer should be what? Should be what? Should be skip. I'll just click on next here. Which features are you trying? Are you interested in? Like which of the things am I interested in the most? I would say task and projects, maybe clips, forms. So this one is just is not even important. You can just always get access to them. Okay. So you can do what? Click on next. Now, lastly, what would you call your workspace? Of course, you need to know your workspace name, which is what? Otanwa what? Otanwa PLC. And then you do what? Click on finish. Now your account will be prepared for you, and you can now what? You can now start exploring, right? You can now see that we are here. This will don't change the interface again, honestly. They are trying. So you see now, we are now here, and this is where we now have to what? Access our ClickUp account and be able to do one or two things with it. But before we do that now, I want to just explain some certain things here that this ClickUp is like your what? It's like your hotspot. But the sweet thing is that we're going to finish it up today. We're not going to split it into 3 days because no time. We now they come class again, so no point. Equi is complaining that the class that she's doing now, you people have stopped. In fact, some of you have stopped attending the class, the live class that you paid for. You stopped attending that one, then you also stopped. I mean, you've also stopped coming to tutorials. They will give you a video, now they watch videos. So if you come to my DM to complain, anything when I tell you, take it like that, not just provoke, eh? So this is our ClickUp environment, and this is just how it looks like. It's not much. Don't be scared of it when you come here. This thing that you have here to do in progress and complete, you've already known it before when we did our, was it not Trello? So there's something here that is strange to you. Okay, then if you come to list here, you've already done this before, in progress, to do, and whatever. So all these things here are not new to you. You can even see table view here. We've already done this table view when we're doing our money.com. So this thing shouldn't be something that you say, how do I do it now? I don't know it though. Some of you actually know it, but you just don't want to put in effort. Okay, that's your biggest you know challenge, putting in the effort. But don't worry, when you start getting job, you now know whether you are going to put in the effort or not. So this is our ClickUp, and here we have our workspace. If you come to this your home now, this shows you everything that you have here already, right? So we have our task. Of course, your tasks are the things that you want to do for the particular project that you're working on. Now, your task on your Trello, they are simply your cards, right? And on your monday.com, they are simply tasks or items. Okay, that is how it is on your monday.com. Now you can actually see them all here. You can see your agenda, assigned to me, my work. You can see now personal list, assigned comments, blah blah blah, line up, and so on and so forth. All these things don't matter in heaven. Then we have what? We have calendar. Of course, you plan your project and your task according to the date of the week. Then we have forms here, right? Forms here, of course, we already know what we did with form when we were doing monday.com. We know what forms are used for. So that one is not an issue. Then we have clips here. Clips are for you to be able to, like, maybe like you want to record your screen as you're working, maybe to share with somebody. That's what you can use this clip here. For instance, if I click on create clip now, you see now it will say start recording, but then I have to say what? I have to say what? Maybe if I want the microphone to be on, I'll do what? I will click on it, and then it has to select my microphone. I can simply just go to the clip hub to manage things for myself, right? So if I go to click now, I can now start what? I can start recording. Can you see? I've just allowed this, and then it will ask me to select my screen, and then I can now start I can start recording. As far as I'm concerned, this place is already recording. So you can see that it's counting here, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and so on and so forth. So if you are done with it, you can do what? You can simply stop it. And when you stop now, your recording will be what? It will be here. You can actually see our recording here. So if I want to play it, I can just play it. See now, it's playing. So aside from Trello now, aside from Loom, you don't have another one to record yourself with. Don't say, I don't know what to use now. Don't make all those excuses in my DM. I don't like it. So you can still come here to touch on maybe more apps. And you see now here we have more apps. You can actually do what? Integrate them, like this one. You can add them. As you click on them now, they'll be getting added here, right? You can click on it again to add task. Click on it again to add what? To add maybe your goals or your clips or your time sheets, right? You know that AP was able to manage time the other time. So you can actually add more things there by clicking on these apps here, right? Even your calendar can be added. Okay, so that is that now. So this thing here that we call ClickUp is actually not that difficult. So nobody should come and tell me, Michael, I'm so scared of that ClickUp, or it's like it go hard. If you tell me that one more, if you have verse, I will just ignore you, because what you're telling me is that what we are doing here, you don't like it. And please, if you know you are not in this class, don't come to my DM. If now you pay money, so you want to learn something, they are teaching you now, you need to turn up. Is it mean that I will not come and be telling you something that you will not come and meet and it will be what I will tell you? Who is this one? Say the tears culture. My network is very bad. You going to record it? Uh, uh, uh. Okay. So now this is our ClickUp. I want to go to my stuff, to this my home here, and then I want to start from here. But I know that when I'm here now, I have to come to. I see what it's called spaces here. This is a space here. Now your space are more like your like on your Trello we have them as as our board. On monday.com we have them as as projects. So on ClickUp we have them as as spaces. That is how they appear on on ClickUp. They are known as as spaces. Now under your spaces you can now have you can now have your different projects, right? Okay, you can have your different projects. And remember that your space is more like your It's more like your workspace. Okay, Can even add more here. Click on here and do what? You can even add more space here from here, like just as we have it on our monitor. That when you click here, you can click on what? You can create more workspace and so on and so forth. Like here too, we can still do what here? You can just keep adding things here according to what you are doing as what? As a project or as a task. Okay? Some of you are saying something. Let me see what you guys are saying. Maybe I might be able to see what you guys are saying. I don't know. Where is it? Is it here? No, this one. So let me just pause and task is used for then. This is your calendar. Of course, I mean you are assigning tasks and you're managing projects. You should be able to what? Work with calendar. So that is what this one here means. Then your dashboard shows you what? Shows you your reporting, how your team is performing, and your what? Everything, even your time tracking, you can be able to see it here, like who is spending more time on a project, who is more lazy, who is spending or who will not go. You know that you know that there are some staff that if you give them something to do that require them to work in 1 hour, because they don't want to go somewhere else, right? They will say, okay, this I bet this Oga to the same message. Let me use 2 hours and then before I finish now, Oga will say we should close. Then we'll not go home. There's some people like that. So you want to what? Time everybody. Maybe I assigned you the same task with maybe I have three staff. I assign the lazy staff and the other staff the same task. Now the other staff finish his task in 1 hour. But lazy staff is still maybe still there after like 3 hours. Who do you think? So I you now know so that means that I've been able to know who actually is wasting my what is wasting my time. So I will now know that okay, this staff actually is what is generally slow. So in future time, if I want to do something that requires fastness, I will not assign that person to that to that task because it's going to go there to what to dance around and then waste my time. That is what you use this one here, use it for. Then it also makes sure that no staff will get paid for work that they did not do or for an hour that they did not work for. Like where I worked before, we work with time. So if you come and then you work 10 hours a day, your full money you are going to what collect. But if you come and then you work only 6 hours a day, you're going to collect what only what you is meant for what for 6 hours because every hour has what has a rate for it. That is what this one here is done, is used for. Then here now, this, this one is our form. I believe that we already know what form here is for. And we can also really see some templates here. We have our feedback form. This one is maybe if you're selling a product and then you want them to give you feedback on what they bought and how they were able to use it. Then this one is order form maybe for some of you know that are selling some of you that are selling food online. So maybe you don't have any website yet now, but you want them to be able to order, from you. You can just submit this link to them. As soon as you make a post about the product, maybe you are selling hair. When you finish making the product about the hair, you not tell them that if you want this hair, click on the first link below the picture, and then do what? Enter your details, and then I'll be able to get your order, right? That is what order form. Then we have what job application form. Of course, that day we're able to create a application form that day. I know that some of you are already used to this, so this one is not new to anybody here. We already know this one. That is what they are used for. Maybe with time now we're going to start them one by one. I can see create a form from what I can see create a form from scratch by clicking on what new form. You see new form here. Click on new form and you can do what start from scratch to create your form. Then we have our clips. So your clips is where you can find what the things that you'll be recording since. You want to see them here. They'll be shown up here. You see, I've actually recorded two videos here. You can see them here. I can delete them also. I can even do share them. Some of you are going to ask me, can I share the thing with the link? Just come here and do what? Are you seeing this link here? This one is link icon. Click it, and it will show you good now, meaning that you have actually copied the link. Then you can now come to the other tab and paste it here. So if I see paste it with you guys that are in the meeting, you're going to be able to watch it. That is what this thing here means. So just know that this one actually functions like what? Like your Loom as well. So you now know another tool that you can use to record your screen. That's what this teaching actually means for you guys. Okay. Okay, she don't come my dear and they tell me say, okay, you really mean to remove me mic. Even when I put laughing emoji to prove I was joking. I even unmuted myself and I say sorry, I was just joking. You guys don't understand what people are doing here. This is not a place for mediocrity. Okay, we are not here to play. Okay, we are not here. But when you're in a public place, you mind what you say. So this one is what? This one is where you can see your clips, right? So if you actually need more tools, can do what? Come here to add them up, right? You can come here to say, okay, maybe you want to add maybe your timesheet. We have already gotten our timesheet. Maybe you want to do documents. This one can actually do what? Add it there. Now the document allow you to what? To prepare document for your what? For your team. Maybe you were in a meeting and then they started doing one. Maybe like maybe they try to discuss about something. You can simply come here and do what? And click on your document there. Then come here to say what? Create a doc. Something is wrong. Are you sure I still have network? Because I don't to prepare documents on ClickUp. How will I do that one? It's very, very simple. So are you seeing these apps here? Just see this your app here as your what? As your, as your arsenal where you have your what? Your, everything that you need to what? To destroy and what? And build. So if I want to type document, I'll come back to my apps here and I'll do what? I'll click on this document. You can see that it has been what? Added here now, right? So it is now here now, and I want to start working on my document. I will do what? I'll touch it and what? Come here to what? Create a document. Let me go back. So if I wanted to do my document, I'll do what? I need to come here and click on it. Then it will be added or pinned here. Then I'll come here to what? Hover on it. You see now, when I hover on it, it will open me this more dialog here. Then I'll click here as what? Create a doc, right? Look at it now. Then it will what? It will give me my what? Environment to what? To type my document, right? Can you see now? So this way you cannot do what? This way you can type your document here now. So you cannot put your document title. You can say what? You can say what? Otanwa contract what? Contract. Oh, no, let me say Otanwa slash Dangote what? Otanwa slash what? Dangote. Dangote what? Oil supply contract. Okay. Now this can be our the name for our what? For our documents, right? And then we can now come here to what? To put what? Right in here. What are we going to write about? Let me just go and bring a what? A quick document. I will just go to my ChatGPT and what? Pull out one. So I'll just use this now. It's okay. Give me a quick what? A quick contract for oil related what? Deal between what? Between Otanwa PLC and what? And Dangote Refinery. Okay, it will give me now, right? It has to give me quickly. So I cannot afford to come and start doing what? Come and start cracking my brain to be writing it. Mbam. So I'll simply do what now? I'll just copy this here and I'll just paste it there. So I just want it to give me the full document for now what? I can copy now. Okay? It's still giving me the what? The stuff. Can you now see? This is a document now, or you can even call it a deed, right? So I'll just do what? I'll click here, copy it down to this part, and I'll what? Do Control C, then I'll come here and what? And paste it here. Can you see? This is a what? A quick document that I can use to what? To get my deal what? Signed, right? So when I'm done, what can I do? I can also do what? Click on share here to what? To share document with your what? Maybe for instance now, I was having this deal with what? With Dangote. I will do what? I will say, please, sir, let me share the contract with you for you to what? To read through. And I click on share here. I cannot do what? Share with what? Anyone. And I turn this on. Then I cannot do what? Share with search engine. I don't want that one. I will do what? I just copy the link here and what? And share with team. Can you see public a link here? Copy this. And I'll do what? I can now share with you. So if I come here and I open my browser here, I can now read it here on my own. Then if I even still open it for you, if I even still share with you guys over there, you can still do what? You can still read it there from your own screen. Let me go now and share with you guys. Okay. So if I go to my meeting now and I come to you guys and I'm sharing with you guys here, I'll just what? Click on enter and then you can now see the link there. You can now go on your own now, open the document and what? And read it through. Now, as you're reading now, just imagine that you are Dangote that I'm doing this with now, okay? So you are Dangote now. So you can now read the document and then you can also okay maybe it is okay or what or not. That is how so you can actually use your ClickUp to what? To handle documents. Okay? You can use the what to create a document and then also do what? Also share with your what? With your partner or with your team or whoever you're working with. Okay? That is just how this works. So I can do what? I've already done that and I can now close it now. So it will still show here as my what? As my contract. Can you see it here? This is what? This is my recent document here. It's showing us what? Recent document. That's where it will be. You say what? Recent documents created by what? By me, right? This is just how this works. So we can still explore other what? Other options, right? We have forms, we have timesheets, we have what? Okay, let me even go and do that timesheet. We can see how timesheet works. Let me go to timesheet now. Now this is timesheets, right? Now, how do you use timesheets? You can know that tomorrow now if we might teach us peak time tomorrow, maybe peak time and some and Zapier. Now this is our timesheet, and you know that the timesheet, some of you that are going to work here, there's a place where you are going to be punching as you get to work. That place where you punch actually is what is measuring how many hours you work. You go there and you put in your fingerprint, and then it maybe like maybe it mentions your staff ID, and you just think that it's just for formality. No, they are measuring your what your time of work. That's what they are doing there with you. So they're not there to play with you. Miriam Onegu, please mute your mic, okay? You're buffering. So that's what they do there with you now. So how do you now track a task? How do you track a task? How do you track a task? You can track a task by what? By coming to your browser like this now and do what? Come here to what? To add task here. Because you want to track how many hours, how many minutes that they use on what? On a particular task. Okay, so you do what? Say add task. Now, what is the name of the task? You can call it whatever you want to add. You can call it anything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can just do what? Put this one, and you can also, okay, add task one. Now, this is your task one now. When they start the task, now what will you do? You can come here and do what? And press the start button here. This is your what? Start timer. Just press it, and it will start recording. Today is what? Wednesday. Can you see it here now? It will start recording. When they finish up the task, you can do what? Come back here and do what? And press it to stop. When you stop it now, it will what? It will record it there as what? As your time for this particular task here. That is just what this thing here does. Then your timesheet will now be what? Your timesheet will now be what? Will now be in all timesheets. You cannot see how many what? How many you have what? How many tasks you did? How many minutes you did it and what? How many hours you what? You did it. It will be here like this for you to what? To see. This is it here. Now when we do a time doctor, no, click no, there's another one. This is not Clockify. Now when we do Clockify now, you're going to see what you can even set how much you're going to pay per what per hour. So in other words, you have already known how much you're paying per hour. If a staff come to work and they work maybe half an hour, you know how much you need to pay that person. That is just how this works here. Because you know, if you travel to the foreign Western world or maybe go to UK, Canada, whatever, you not see that what if you're working as a plumber, maybe as an electrician or whatever, when you go to somebody's house to work, you put yourself on what on timing because if you work for 1 hour, they know how much you're going to pay for that 1 hour. Then if your work time takes you maybe 6 hours, of course, you pay for the what for the 6 hours. In other words, if your work takes you like maybe 1 hour, 45 minutes, they know how much they're going to pay you because there's a fixed rate for what? For 1 hour. So when you now divide that fixed rate by 60, you get how many you're going to pay for what? For 1 minute. That's how it means. For instance, if somebody says, okay, sir, maybe I'm your plumber, my work is $40 per hour. That means you can divide by what? By 60, right? So that means that for every minute, the person is going to earn what? 0.6 what? Dollars. So if person now work and say, okay, my minutes, maybe I work for maybe 1 hour, or let me say I work for maybe for 25 minutes. You can also okay, times what? 25 minutes. You can see that the person's work is what? Is $16.16. I mean $16.66. That's what you're going to pay that person for that what? For that 25 minutes. So maybe say the person work for maybe 1 hour 30 minutes. How much are you going to pay? You pay what? You pay what? 0.6 times what? Times 1 hour 30 minutes is what? Is 90 minutes here. You just put that and you can get what? How much you're going to pay in this society is there. So that is the essence of what? Of time sheets. Okay. Then also some of you that are actually working as teachers, you know, some of you now, where you work now, you have what? You have your manual time in there. So when you come to work in the morning, you go and sign in, right? But if it was a normal automated system, when you come to work now, you can go and do what? You can go and punch by putting your fingerprint somewhere. Then they will take down your what? Your time sheet. Then after the month now, they will know how much you're supposed to work per day. Maybe you are working from 8 in the morning till about 4 in the evening. That's about what? That's about 8 hours per day. So that means that in a week, you're working what? 40 hours a week. Then that means that in a month, you work what? 40 hours times what? Times 4, giving you what? 160 hours. So that 160 hours means that you're going to get what? You're going to get $20 per hour times what? 160. Then you now cash out your what? Your millions, right? So you can say, okay, my time is what? Say 20 hour times what? 160. And then they will not pay your what? 3,200 what? $3,200. And you cannot go and what? And be smiling. You not convert the money. Let me calculate the what? How much you will just earn now. So you now say, okay, your money is what? 3,200 times what? Times 1,560, which is today's rate for what? For dollar. That will give you what? 5,014,000. Okay. And then even some of you now that are going to be working in in this Upwork, the same thing also applies there. Upwork actually allow you to work to enter how many hours you work for the day. You need to work, track your timing. So at the end of the week now, you now see your total time sheet for that work, for that period of what of working. That is what you use this time sheet here for. So I hope that one is clear. Then we still have what they call what? We still have other one that they call what? Calendar. We have whiteboard. Whiteboard is for what? Is for drawing. Okay. This is your whiteboard now. Okay. So this is our whiteboard, right? You can use it to what? To to simulate or to annotate, right? This is our whiteboard. You can actually do what? Write things here. How can I do things? I can actually do what? I can actually come here to what? To write things. Maybe I need to pick a pen now. I can pick a biro and what? And write. Select an item, blah blah blah, and what? Start writing for you guys to what? To see. That is how it works here. Okay. So we cannot do what? We can do what now? We can start writing here by what? When we want to do our stuff. But we are not here for that, right? So I can do what? I can click on this now. Where is it not working now? I don't know why it's not working, but I need to remove all these things here, right? Let me do this one. Do this one. Okay. Can you now see that we can now write now? This is our what? This is our biro now, right? But I can actually pick my pen here. I've just picked my pen now. I'll give it a color. I can do what? I can say, okay, school. School is what? School is on. Right? This is how we would what? We'll be writing our what? Our text. Okay, so peradventure you are trying to, maybe you know that some people now you say, okay, I'm a football player, maybe I'm a basketball player. They in fact they even use one a lot too when they are what? When they are planning for the team that they want to play tomorrow. You can say, okay, attack, you play like this, then maybe midfield, you play like this. Okay, you can pass to this striker, and you cannot do what? You cannot go and what? And score the net. Okay, that's how they do it there now, right? Some of you that are into sports, is that not so? This one is your what? Is your goalie. Okay, so that's how you do what? You use this your what? Whiteboard for. So these things are not used. They are not useless. Don't think they are useless. So they are not useless. You have to what? Know how to use them one by one. Okay. Now, what really concerns us now is what? Is our space. What concerns us most is our what? Is our space here on what? On our ClickUp. Now, the space is where you are going to what? Where you are going to do your work. That's where you're going to what? Manage your team and what? And assign them tasks and so on and so forth. Okay, that's where you have your what? Your space. So how do you now use your space? I don't want to worry about it much because I know that some of us here, we have actually done a lot when we did our stuffs with, we have actually done a lot of things here from our money.com and the rest of them. So that's why I don't want to really, it's not something that we should worry about. Okay, so let's just see how it goes and then we can now do one or two things and we'll go away with it. Okay. So this is our what? This is where we are going to start our what? Our work today. So I need to go to my space now. Where's my space, sef? I'm not seeing my space again. What's here happen? Let me just show you how to create a new workspace. Okay, so this is how to create a new workspace. Can I see new workspace now? I can now name it what? Whatever. Can call it work. You can now call it whatever you like. Maybe marketing or PMO. You can now put whatever you like here. And then you do what? Click on I'm done. Click on next. Do what? You can select many things here, as many as possible here. You can even select all of them here. Does not really matter. Okay. These are all what you have to enjoy on what? On ClickUp. There are so many of them here. I can select all of them and do what? Click on next. You see now, I can now click on finish, right? And it will now render me my what? My workspace. Now don't forget that your workspace can represent a what? A company that you own. Okay? For instance, if you have otawa.com, which is where you are doing your cleaning business, you can also have what? Otawa PS, where you are manufacturing what? Bread. So your workspace actually means what? Your two different companies can now exist what? Exist here now. How can I now do my stuff here? Maybe I want to like assign tasks and all of that. How can I do that one? I can do what? I can simply go here to say what? To view all spaces. I don't have any other thing here. So I'll do what? Come here, click on what? this plus, and I can now do what? Add whatever I want to add. They can see that we have whiteboard, we have dashboard, we have documents, we have form, we have what? Folder, we have sprint folder, and whatever. Now, if you want to actually work from your template, you can actually do what? Click on what? Templates. Here, you see from templates, click on template to what? To select what you want to work on. So if you wanted to work on, maybe you wanted to work on maybe marketing, you can see marketing here. If you wanted to maybe if you wanted to work on maybe project, you can see project here. Can you see agile? It's agile marketing, right? You can even come here to type what? To type construction. Let us see whether we can actually have something about construction here. So this is what construction. Now can you see construction has come up? This is it here now. You can actually do what? Select on construction here and do what? And use template to what? To launch it. So they now say we should name it what? Say construction budget template. We don't need that one. Let's just use what? Use templates, and it will take us to our what? To our construction board now to start our work. Where is it now? I think it's still preparing it, Abby. Here at the bottom is running at the bottom here. So they will not bring us here to what? To start what we are supposed to do here, right? So that's how it's supposed to be, guys. Where are now? Where is it? Come out, boy. Come out, okay? I don't know why. Okay, look at. I think it has not come up here. So this is it now. So this is where we now have our what? Our construction what project. So just as you can imagine now, this is what we also did the other day on money.com, right? So you see now that we have what? We have group name here, right? We can do what? We can even add more group here. We can do more group. We can actually add more group. Let me say add more group. See category here. Click on it to add more category. I can put more category here. Can you now see? We now have what? Pre-construction and what? Structural, exterior and what? Utilities. You see finishing touches and what? Miscellaneous, right? So this is just how this one can actually what? Can actually be for us here. Let me change it to table so you can actually see it on the table view here. Can you see table view? Can you even see add more view by going to what? Can you see list view? This is our list view now. List view. You can do what? This is our table view. Let me go to board view and see. This is our board view, right? Are you seeing our board view? This is our what? Not started, in progress and what? Delayed, and then complete. So if you want to put anything that you want to start, you can do what? This is our roofing now. Drag it down to what? To this in progress. Maybe that they are roofing it now, right? Maybe that our roofing now has an issue. Maybe we could not get our wood, or we could not get our nails. You can do what? Put it on what? On delayed here, right? Leave it there. When they are finished with the what? With the roofing work, what do? Drag it down to what? To complete. Is it hard? It's not hard. Now, if you talk about the list view, this one is not yet, it's not difficult. And we're already used to this now, where you talk about the task. You can even add task by clicking on here, or come here to the bottom and what? Add task here. This is it here. You can come and do what? Maybe you can say, okay, iron my clothes. Iron my what? My clothes. And do what? You cannot assign somebody for what? For the task after clicking on enter. So here now you need to what? Assign somebody for the task. Click on there to what? To select the person from your team that task is for. This is the person, and then do what? That person is already there now. Now, what kind of job is this one now? You can come here to what? To select what? Maybe if now exterior work or interior work, you can do what? You can click on what? Finishing touches or final touches, and that will be it now. Then how much is this job for? You can put here maybe $10, right? 10. Okay, just put $10 there, and you can do what? Oh, they are not billing me, Abby. Just put 10, and you are good, right? Then actual cost is what? Actual cost of this project is what? Is $5. Then over under, don't put it more than what? More than whatever. So this one is what? Is notes. Where you want to pay. Now maybe you want the person to what? To take note of some kind. You can come and do what? It's okay. Please do not put gator. Okay, you don't put gator because you know that some people that actually don't like what? They don't like gator now in their trousers, so they don't want that thing on, there. You just take it, well, don't put gator there, right? So that is how you can do what? You can do that one. So this is just how to what? How to use this one here. Like I said, it's really, really not difficult. It's something that is what? It's quite straightforward. If you must have watched some of our stuff that we have done before on money.com and Trello, they are similar. There is nothing, not too day hard, okay? But don't worry, we are still going to do it just one more time so you can actually see it in action. Okay, so let me just take some questions. Up now, you can see that at this part now, this is why we have here automate, Abby. Automate actually is sitting here as well as we have it on what? As we still have it on our money.com tool, right? We still have our what? Our share here. You can even share this thing to what? With somebody, okay? Then we still have our what? We still have our chat here. which means that you can actually chat with people on your on your workspace here. You can actually chat with them as you guys are working. You can chat with them here, be able to see the chats as they are working there. So that is how this thing here is. It's not like there is anything that is so special about it. Then, as you want to now assign tasks, let me now show you how to do that one now. Okay. So this is our construction work now. Okay. This is our. Let me go to our list view. This is our list view now. So this is our list view now, and I can actually do what? Open a subtask here. Some of you want to ask me what is a subtask. Subtask is something like now. Somebody said, okay, today your task is to what? Is to go to market. Okay. Now that is the main task that we have here now. Say site preparation. Okay. Now you cannot ask, madam, oh, you said I should go to market. You say, okay, madam, when I go to the market, what am I going to do there? So she will not list, okay, go to madam, go to Yaba, see that place and buy me what? Buy me what? Buy two plates of what? Two plates or two pinter of what? Of gbogbo lise. Gbogbo lise, abi. You cannot hit enter and then you can see continue. It's okay. Buy what? 300 naira what? Akara. Akara, right? You can still add more things like, okay, maybe buy me what? Buy me what? Buy baby oil. Okay. Oh, sorry, some of you are already thinking anyhow. I'm thinking about Akwe. So buy what? Buy is it not buy, is it not PS? PS was baby oil for me. Maybe na new mother, right? You can still add more things and say, okay, you can buy me what? Go to maybe Foodland and buy me what? Buy chicken and what? Fried rice. Chicken and fried what? Fried rice. So these are all what? These are all what? Subtasks under this what? Under this main task. Let me just even name this one. I will just name it what? Go to market. I'll come and name it what? Go to market. Go to market. Or let me just call it what? Go to panty market, right? Panty market. So this one is what? It's a task for that's my staff, and you go to what? It's going to do it very well for me, right? So can you now see it now? So when she now come now, she will now open it up now. She can now see that she now has other things to buy here in the what? In the market. So it is her task. She should what? She should go and what? Achieve all these things there and do what? And come back. So how do you now assign somebody? To assign somebody, what you do what? You can actually click here to what? To assign someone, which is what? The same person there. Then you can now put status here. If they are stuck or whatever, I can put that there. Then category is what? You can name this one category depending on what you're doing. Then you can now put your budget and so on and so forth. So this one actually is not, it's not difficult. This one is one of the most simplest of all the tools. But people are thinking that ClickUp is actually hard. In fact, as someone said, even tough past ClickUp. For me, I don't know about you guys, but I believe that as someone is what is tougher. Okay? Even Nifty itself actually is more tougher than this one. But the thing is that this one actually offers you more tools and more what? More stuffs, right? This one has more perks for everybody that uses them, but then the other ones are actually what? More advanced. That's what I just understand here. Okay? So it's not difficult. Okay, don't be scared of them. They are not hard. Okay? Let me come to table. Okay, look at my table view. This is my table view. It's my table view here that we are using before now. So this one actually is what? It's simple. It's not hard. Okay, don't be so scared of it. You can actually, you can even just expand it here. So it's either you are going to do it there or you can come here to what? To do your stuff here. Can you see here? You cannot change it here whether it will be complete or what, or delayed. You can say, okay, the time is from what? The time is maybe from this date. You can say, okay, maybe from from April. You can come here and say, okay, from April to whatever. You can actually change the date here. See now, you can change today, whatever. Just keep doing what you want. I mean, what you want to do here. This is your calendar here. You can say, okay, you want, it should be what? It should be in January or February, right? You can actually click this, bring it down. You can see now we are now in March. It's okay. Start from tomorrow and then end here. End here. That is your what? It's your task. What? It's your task there. So it's not really that difficult for you guys. Don't make it difficult. See, the thing is that some of you coming to ClickUp to work, if you know you understand this Kanban style better. I see this Kanban style. If you know this one is the one that you understand better, please do what? Work with it. Okay, let me even change it to Kanban style. Let me change it to Kanban. Look at the Kanban here. So if you understand this Kanban style, you do what? You work with it and what? Drag your things and what? And go away. If you know that you know that you only understand maybe that the table view, come here and do what, and click on it and then work with it and go away. Don't come and start saying now maybe you actually understand the Kanban more than the board, or maybe you like understand the list view more than more than the table view. You not come and start dragging yourself, sir. Let me go and be using Kanban. Madam, you just do what, you just go and crash. But what you must do is what? Have an idea on what how they work. Have a simple idea on how to use any of the what, any of the views. It's that simple. Create your task, put the status, category, budget, and do what? Actual cost and the rest of them. If your monday.com, the same thing applies there. Set it to what you can use and then use it what? Like a pro. It's not difficult. So all these things that you have here where they say all this click, this and that, they not really matter. Okay, except like want to go and start sorting out a customer and then maybe trying to make a recording for them and then share the recording with them. But it's still not difficult. I mean, we have been working with say we have been working with our loom now, so it shouldn't be difficult for us now, right? That is like that. That is just how it works, guys. So it's nothing that is so difficult that you cannot do. It's not hard. It's very simple. Once you come to this place now, do what? Come to this space here, click on plus, go to what? From templates, right? Go to templates. Now click on what? Clickup templates. You can select what? You can select maybe let me select what again? Let me select marketing, right? I don't know marketing, so I don't know, but I'll just work on it a little bit so I can actually. Okay, this one is what is marketing now. I can do what? I can come to advertising here, or let me even select this ad schedule. Okay, so I'll select this ad schedule and I'll click on what? Use templates. And I'll do what? I'll call it what? Or Tanwa marketing, right? And I'll do what? Click on use templates here, and you are good to go. So no dey fear all these things. Then now you are going to what? Wait a little time for it to load and come up here. Okay, it will take a time to what? To load, and then once it has done so, you see it here on its own. It will just pop up here. Unlike your monday.com or your Trello, they will just come here instantly, right? But it will take some time, maybe like 1 minute, and it will now come up here. Okay, it will come up here on its own. You just see it on under this your space. It will be here. That is how this one works. So every tool they are what with their own uniqueness, right? That is also how you should understand. Look at it. I teach you don't come now. Don't come now, right? You can just open it up and you know it is already there for you guys to what, just populate your tags and do what and continue. This one is maybe set up what? Set up maybe Facebook advertisements. Facebook advertisements. Okay, then is it open or what? You see now it's not in progress, right? You can actually change it to what? Maybe to on hold. Maybe I mean they are not really sending the money yet. You can say okay on hold. Then what's the next task? Now you can come here and say okay, the next task is to what? Is to create content. Say okay, create content for what? For VDM. Because maybe you are not paying him to what? To do an influencing work for you now. You cannot do what? You cannot create a content to what? To send to him. Maybe this one is what? It's in progress now. You cannot say okay, you are done with that. You cannot say okay, nice. Then what is the next thing? Now is what? Is to print your advertising. So, okay, maybe you want to visit the what? Visit the printing press. Visit the what? The what? The printing press. Okay. Maybe you want to go and visit them and maybe change color or maybe change how you want the thing to look like and go and visit them and do what? Maybe this one is what? Is currently what? Is currently on hold too. Okay, what's not the next task? Okay, this one is what? Is to go to, maybe you want to go to the TV house also. Say visit the what? Visit Arise News, right? It's not Arise TV, I think it's Arise TV. Arise TV. Okay. Then as you're doing it, you cannot do what? You can actually put dates here, right? You can actually come here to what? To put dates here when this task should be what? Should be done. Okay, this is just how this thing is. We have already been used to this. It's no longer something that is not it's not new. Okay, so this one is what is under, you can say is what is in progress because maybe you're going to be doing that tomorrow. You can say okay, ready, right? And then you can go to the next task. Just now you say what? Set up what? Facebook advertisement. Who should do this one for you now? You can assign to somebody in your what? In your team. This one is what? Somebody also in your team. Give it to the job. And then this one also is what? Somebody in your team as well. If now you won't go, they say okay, now you. And that is just how this thing here is. Then this one is your start date. Okay, when should you start the task is what? Click here to what? Your start date is what? Your start date should be what? Should be February tomorrow. That's March 20th, right? And then when should you end this one is what? You can end it on what? On March what? 23rd, or let me just say on Monday 24th, right? Priority should be what? Should be urgent, or let me say high. This one can be high as well. Then is it in progress or is it ready already? You can do that and then you are good. These ones are not difficult, guys. As far as you don't do, as far as you have done money.com to up to the point of creating a form and automation, this thing can be what? Like a child's work. It's not difficult. Okay. So let me times you might have that some of your column they might not actually contain what you need. You can do what? You can actually remove that column here and do what? And add them or remove them. Let me click on this one now. You see now, if I click on it now, I'll do what? I'll be seeing something like hide column, delete this, blah blah blah, duplicate and all this. You can actually do that. You can say what? Hide column now. It will what? It will move from there. I can come here to what? To add more here. Click on this and then I will now say okay. Maybe I can just say okay, summary, right? And I'll do what? Create. You see now it is here. So if I don't want it, I can do what? I can just right click on here and do what? Click on hide. It will go away. So that is just how this thing works. It's not like I've always maintained. When you come to the screen, you read it. You see where they say this. Are you seeing that plus? You click on that plus and know what it says. Say add a column. Click it. Nobody go beat you. Click it and do what? Select whatever you want to add here. Maybe you want to add a relationship. Yes, some of you that are doing, what do they call a relationship? How they call it that time self? Influencer, I don't forget how they call them. Relationship advice, be waiting the column. Yes. Not be therapist. Relationship therapy also not dey married, you no get relationship for us. Now well done. I'm a relationship therapist. So, madam, are you married? No. Do you have children? No. Are you having a relationship? You say no. What are you now managing? How are you going to get the experience to be able to manage me? I bet shift jare, go that side. So you can actually put what? Phone. Okay, you can put phone number here. Then do what? Create. You see now it has been entered here, right? So this is just how this, you can even drag it around, right? I can just drag it and bring it down here and leave it here. Can you see? Can you even move it about? Bring it here as well. So this is just how it, as soon as you drag it now, it will what? It will change. Okay, so this is now that's what they call what? Dragging. Drag it and bring it here. It will change, right? So this thing is not actually not this is not something you need to worry yourself about. Just hard. Hard. So to create form on ClickUp is actually what? It's quite simple. It's not hard. Go to your what? Go to your sidebar and click on what? Click on form. You can now see that we have what? Some kind of form here. Can you see? Say choose from what? From templates. We have feedback form, project intake, order form, application form, and what? IT request. You can do from what? From scratch here. So I want to start from scratch, right? I'll click on this and I'll do what? Say what? Where do you want your form to be saved? I will say what? Under my space, right? Should be on my space. I'll leave it on my space here or on my list, right? Then now what should I name my form? I will say what? I will say Otanwa recruitment what? Recruitment form. Okay. So what is the next thing? Can I put a small description here? Say kindly respond to every entry in this form, with as much accuracy as possible. Okay. Now we can now start doing what? Adding our questions, right? Now, what is our first question? We can say, okay, add question. You see now, the same thing applies just as we did it that day on money.com. The same thing applies here too. Can you see short text, long text, date? Are you seeing phone here? Phone number? Are you seeing it here? It's just same thing here. Same thing now. So it's not really, really hard. Okay, so I will just, okay, short text. It's okay, text now. Then field name is what? What is your what? Your full name. Okay. I will do what? I'll click on create. You see now, it has not entered there, Abby. Can you not see it there now? It is not there. So this question can now you cannot do, okay, this question can be what? It can be required, Abby. It's not here. You can still add more question here. Come here and do what? Okay. Okay. Let me say, let's talk about contact info, right? So I will say, okay, what is your website name? I'll come here, or let me move to your phone number or your email. Let me say, okay, what is your email address? Say What is your email address? I'll do what? I'll hit on create. It is entered now. Is it hard? Then do what again? Add question. I will still go to that place and that's okay. What is your phone number, right? Click on this phone number and I'll click on what? Create, right? Is it hard? This is not supposed to be hard now. What's in the hard here? I'll click on what? Add question. Can say okay. Describe your village, right? I can say okay. Describe your village. So describe your what? Your village festival in it and do what? Put it there. You see now, this one will have what? Will have longer text here, right? That is just how this is. So I don't know why people are thinking that this thing is difficult. This thing naturally, if you come here yourself and you read your screen, actually it's very, very simple to understand. Then let me see add one more. I can say, okay, your date of birth, Abby. Say date of birth. I'll come here and say, okay, DOB. Yes, DOB, that's your date of birth. Okay. Of course. You can now do what? Add something here and say, okay, let me see, multi-select. Okay. Let's say multi-select. We can say, okay, uh, what is your favorite Nigerian meal? Or let me also say your favorite what? Favorite Indian what? Indian meal. Okay, I cannot say, okay, let me add one. I can say, okay, dal. Let me add dal. There is dal. There is biryani. There is what? Chena. There is what? There is, which one again that time? There is kubos. Okay? It's not konos, it's kubos. Then there is paratha. I know they are both the same thing. It's not palata, it's paratha. Okay? Then maybe say paratha and what? Paratha and chai. Okay? Then we have, which one again? That one, what is it? Okay, gravy. You know, chicken gravy. Some of you that have not traveled out, please don't be angry. Tomorrow go and travel out, okay? So this is how you can do what? You can actually select your what? Your multi-choice option here can actually be there and you can still add more. You can say, okay, okay, let me see here. Single select. Are you male or female? You can click on this one here and I'll do what? Checkbox, right? So you can say, okay, uh, what is your gender? You can also, okay, checkbox. You can say, let me see, checkbox here. You can select it now. Come here and say, okay, um, create now. So what is the option there? We don't have any option there. Let me go back and do it one more time. So field checkbox, change it now, okay? Default value is here now. You see now, they don't give us one more thing here. So I can actually do what? Leave it there like that and click on save, right? So this one actually is not that thing that will come and start cracking your brain over. Say, time why is difficult? It no hard. When you're finished, can you do now? You can now come and do what? And say, okay, settings here. Just do a little bit of things here. Maybe try to do like some, as if you are doing it well here. Just put some color and so on and so forth. Blah. Oh, you see, so you don't carry money come outside. Just leave that side. But you see now, it's so simple that what even a small picking way to the software can actually create this form here, right? When you're finished, what can you do? Copy the link and what? And share. Let me go and check whether thing actually is working. I'll paste it here and what? I can view it from here. Is it hard? You know hard now. You know difficult. Can't you see? This is it now. You can see our time recruitment form. You can put your name is what? Alexandra. Alexandra what? Maybe Alexandra what? Alexandra Ishiato. Ishiato. Right? Here is your what? Email address. You can just put your what? Alexandra. You know, and so on and so forth. Just put your at whatever you like here. Then your number is what? You can put your phone number here. You can put maybe blah 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 blah. Okay? Then your village festival is what? You can say, okay, Ofala. Is it not Ofala festival? I don't know what they call it in your side, but whatever they call it in your side, you can do what? You can actually do what? Enter it there. Okay. Then here can be what? Your date of birth is what? Me, I was born January. No, I was born October now. 1970 what? No, 1965. Yes. Go and ask my daddy. Okay. So let me come down here to what to actually put and say October. Yes, October here. It should be 10th. Okay, then what's your favorite food? You can now come and select your what as many as possible. Can you see how cute it is? Yes, I like gravy. I like paratha and chai. I like kobos. I like biryani. I like dal. Some of us now. When I saw some of us in the Arab countries, some of us will say, "Hey, I'm in Nigeria. I don't eat paratha. I'm a Nigerian. I only eat Nigerian food." My dear, you just die because if you not get money, you just go die through away. Okay, so you need to also explore the world. The time where you find yourself, if you are in the UK here, eat UK food. If you're in the US, eat US food. Don't be telling me, hey, I don't used to like their food. Oh. Hey, their food, oh, one about chicken. Oh, their food, don't they make can they make one car? My friend, keep quiet. Your food good. Your food good. If you go to Lagos, you see where the Nigerian or where the Indians in Nigeria here, where they are following, in fact, they are even following us to drag, to drag our food with us. You now go to that side, you're not going to be eating their food in their side. You're not going to be eating their, you'll be saying, I don't want to be eating their food. You're not good, my friend, keep quiet, their food is good. Now you don't know what you they chop. So now, to see your response, what can you do now? Can now come to your form here to see your what? So your response is here. Can you see form submission here? Is it now? Is it hard? Can't you see that the person actually filled the form here of our festival and the rest of them? Can't you see? These are not hard now. So I don't know what people are thinking that is hard. But that one, I think it's too difficult. Now, form automation is simple, right? Look at it here. I see automate. Okay, let me just share the form for you guys to just fill it up and then give me some response so I can use to do my stuff. So I'll do this one, copy it out, and I'll come into the group and paste it. For the form, was it start from scratch you clicked? Yes, ma. Nnama and Grace. From scratch, okay? So I be customer dada. Second time, okay? Bro, we will be waiting for the sweetest part as promised. Relationship coach. Get you. What are you talking about, eh? Then I did. Oh. I did do. Okay. That's part. We don't have time again, but if you want to wait, no problem. We have 10 minutes before 11 o'clock. So now, form automation is like this now, okay? Just simply click here. Can you now see that we are not here? So you can actually click there and then do what? Are you seeing automation here? Create automation, right? Can you see that? You can click on what? Create automation now. So I click on what? Create automation. So what am I trying to do now? I want to what? I will say what? Form automation. Automation, new automation. So how can I now do it from here now? I will say what? When this happens, then do what? Then do this, right? This is how this one now displays, right? So when what happens, I can come here, but I want it to be on a what? On a form, isn't it? So I need to come here to look for what? For form here. Let's say assignee, integration, blah, blah, blah. Can't we find that here? I don't think we have it here. Let me see. Task, blah, blah, blah. I can say form. Okay, see now there's no form here. I don't know why it's showing like that, but I can't find it here. Perhaps it's in a different place. Let's say creation. So let's see. Maybe when task is created, let me so that I will see form here. Can I see form? Let's see form. We can get form. Let's see marketing, development, professional, move, creation, when task, due dates. Cannot find form here. So that's one thing we are going to have issue with now, right? Form is not here now. I want to do one now. No there. Let me say creation. Can we find form? No day. So guys, I don't know. Maybe that thing is not going to be there when custom field changes. Blah blah blah. I can't find form here, right? So let me see. Let me open the form and see whether I can actually be able to do it from this part. Is it here? No. What about here? Automate. No day. See say no day, but I think I've done a video before where I actually did that automation. I mean they don't remove them from people that are not paying for like us. Maybe they'll remove it, sha, but I don't know. Or if from your own part, if you see it, please tell me that you've seen it so I can know where to go and locate it, okay? I'll come here again. It's not still there here. So that means I don't think we can actually do it here, but Just know that the same thing applies. If you actually get to find it now, you see the same thing that will also what that will apply. It's not difficult. Okay, it's not hard. The same thing applies. If you find it on your own, feel free to what to try it out. Okay, let me see this show more here. I don't have it here, so mine is not existing. I don't know why it's not existing, but that is just it there. So guys, this thing actually is not hard. Don't let it fool you. Okay, e no difficult anything. Form and this thing e no hard. You no dey fear am say if I go touch am now thing go scatter. E no go scatter anything. No hard. So you can see now, that is just it guys. So I think at this point we can simply say what we are good with this one.